Good morning. My name is Lia Jensen-Abbott and I teach here at Albion College in Albion, Michigan. I'm really excited today to present this video about Florence Price's Down a Southern Lane. And I think one of Price's many gifts as a composer is the fact that she writes these incredibly evocative programmatic titles for her music. And then as a composer, she makes this wonderful tapestry of sound in her compositions so that students are really excited to work on her music. And this is one of the many reasons that I think that her music should be taught and played and explored. So to begin, let's talk about that title. So I think that there are a lot of fun possible activities that the teacher and the student can do either in the lesson together if there's time, or that the teacher could assign outside of the lesson. The first one is literally to work on the imagery of a southern lane. And so if the student isn't familiar with those terms, of course we have the internet today that can help us look up a picture of a southern lane. And if it's a younger student, they might be interested in drawing a picture of a southern lane, or you could simply show an older student pictures on the internet or have them look up a picture on the internet. And then the second thing that the teacher and the student can do together is the teacher could demonstrate a few phrases of each of the two main sections, the A and the B, and see how that helps the student kind of slowly hone in their idea of the southern lane as it pertains to this piece. So for instance, so there's a little bit of the A section, and then the B section sounds like this. So on and so forth. So again, this could invite possibly a discussion with the student about what in those particular parts of the music helped you to envision your lane in your mind's eye. The second activity that can also either be done in the lesson or away from the lesson as preparatory work is to have the student listen to a few phrases and to also understand some musical traditions that come into play in this particular piece. So the first one is to listen to hymn textures, because I think the opening, in fact, a lot of the A section has hymn-like textures. And another tradition that is closely allied to the hymn tradition is that of the spiritual. And the spiritual comes to play a little bit in the B section in my mind, and for a couple of reasons. First of all, we have an idea of a melodic third up and down for two measures. And then the second half of each of the phrases in the B section emulates what I would call a response. So in other words, we have a two-bar call from a soloist, and then the response from the choir. And that happens in every one of the B phrases, or of the phrases in the B section. So I think that those two traditions are really closely allied, and I think it would also help to really make the student's image a lot more vibrant. The next idea that a student could explore musically is the cakewalk tradition. Now this is a predecessor to ragtime music, as we all know, and of course in the B section, the left hand has that stride walking bass. And we also have a syncopated right hand melody.